Hello and welcome to the show. On today's show, we are going to be talking about the people that request the perfect pearly whites. Yes, of course, we are talking about teeth whitening, and there has been a lot of news stories recently about the trouble that people have had with buying products online. So we'll have some of your stories that have been sent in to us, and also from perfect pearly white teeth to the perfect smile. Yes, I'll be showing you how to get the perfect red lip in time for summer. Well, it is summer at the moment, so fantastic. Here's how today's show's looking. Quick look through the newspapers now, and on the front page of The Sun it says rapist Ched at footy wedding of the year. That's obviously the news story about Ched Evans attending Georgia. And also at the bottom there is, we're going to be covering this story later, Carrot Top Gear. Chris in £3 million deal to front the new line, and that is obviously talking about Chris Evans getting the job on BBC Two's Top Gear. We'll cover that later, as we just said. On the front page of the Daily Star it says, what a lotto ball. Game change means that 45 million to... Got a picture of Kimberly there from Girls Aloud as well. And that's obviously also got the story about Chris Evans for Top Gear. On the front page of the Daily Express, outrage over lotto rip-off. That's obviously carrying on from the lottery story. And also Sir John Hurts, I've got pancreatic cancer. Sad story there. On the front page of the Daily Mirror it says about Chris Evans and Top Gear again, and the great lotto shake-up. 10 more balls added, making odds of winning 45 million to 1. More mega rollovers and 2 guaranteed 1 million wins a week. Put your teeth in, Nicole. And on the front page of the Metro it says, what Katie did next. That's talking about Katy Perry, and BBC signed Evans to Top Gear host for 3 million. On the front page of the Daily Mail it says, fertility warning to women over 37, and carrying on with the story of Chris Evans getting the Top Gear hosting. That's it from the newspapers. Coming up next, I'll be discussing all the latest news stories, including Chris Evans getting that whopping Top Gear hosting deal. I'll be back after this. Now, all of you out there that want the perfect pearly whites, beware, as the Towie cast have put the perfect white smile on the map, and people have gone crazy trying to get the perfect looking teeth, but it comes at a cost, and a cost of your health, as some people have had trouble with them after they've purchased bleaching items online. On Thursday's show of last week, we asked you to email in some of your teeth whitening hell stories, and we've had one from a lady called Amy Revel, who said, I purchased a teeth whitening kit on eBay. Just days after using it, my teeth become very, very, very sensitive. At one time, I thought my teeth were going to fall out. I went to my dentist and they said that it wasn't bleach at all that was in the item. It was completely loads of other rubbish. She said, be aware of what you're buying. We have to say we echo that. If you want your teeth whitened, we know it's a heck of an expensive thing, but to go to professionals. And also in the next few shows we're going to be showing you some of the best toothpaste and safe products from online that you can be using to get your teeth as white as possible. Obviously toothpaste is not allowed to have a certain amount of bleach in it, so they're not going to get you the Towie star and the colour of that paper, so don't be expecting to see results like that. Now, coming up, I'll be discussing all the news stories, including Chris Evans landing the hosting job of Top Gear when he takes over from Jeremy Clarkson. But I'd love for you to get involved with today's show. You can contact us on our social media platforms. Here's how. Get in touch and get involved. You can contact us on our social media platforms, hitting us up on Facebook, following us on Twitter, sending your pics to us on Instagram, and emailing us. I'll look forward to hearing from you. In the news today, it's all about Chris Evans, as he's been announced to be the new host of Top Gear, replacing Jeremy Clarkson. Since it was announced that Clarkson has been given the sack from the BBC Two show, rumours were flying around about who will take over the hosting role, and Chris was in that mix, but yesterday it was confirmed that he will be the new host. Chris has now spoken out about the new job and said he's thrilled to get the job, describing the motoring show as his favourite programme of all time. Taking to his Twitter account, he said, "I promise I will do everything I most possibly can to respect what's gone on before and take this show forward." Chris has signed a 3-year contract with the BBC Two show, even though he's admitted in the past that he wasn't interested in the gig of hosting the show. First tweet as the new Top Gear host, I'd like to say thank you to Jeremy, Richard and James, who are the greatest, and no, I'm not leaving the Radio 2 breakfast show. In a statement, Chris also said, "I'm thrilled, Top Gear is my favourite programme of all time," as we just repeated there. Same thing on the auto cue. Created by a host of brilliant minds who love cars and understand how to make a massively complicated come across as fun, devilish and short list. Whilst I'm in fact, of course, it's everything but, and that's the genius of Top Gear, global success. Controller of BBC Two and BBC Four, Kim Swagli, has said his knowledge and passion of cars are well known, and combined with his sheer irrelevance and cheeky personality, he is the perfect choice to take over our much loved show as the host into the future. She continued, "Chris is a huge fan of Top Gear and has great respect of the craft and work ethics of one of the best production teams in the world. He knows the phenomenal attention to detail it takes to make a single sequence of Top Gear, let alone a whole series. He is already full of brilliant ideas and I can't wait for him to get started on the show." The new series of Top Gear will start filming later on this year and within the next few weeks, and it will air later on this year actually. Now, your comments have been, shall we say, to be honest, we've found it actually quite hard to find one good comment about Chris taking over the hosting of the show, as we've got some of your comments here. Alison Marin said, "I'd rather watch paint dry than watch Chris Evans on Top Gear." That's bad. Valerie Bell has said, "Top Gear, can't stand Chris Evans, rest in peace Top Gear." Robert Eagle has said, "Can they get Chris Evans to reenact the Richard Hammond designer crash without a helmet?" Anthony Dillon has said, "Chris Evans is more qualified than any other presenter. He is a genius and ingeniously interested in cars and has amused a collection that puts Clarkson to shame." Andrew Cunningham has said, no, I think I will need someone to host Top Gear to put Evans up. Bring back Jezza, won't be watching it." That's what a lot of people have said, that they won't be watching it anymore. Natalie Holland has said, "There goes my love for Top Gear, cannot stand Chris Evans." Carrying on the theme, Christine Tower has said, "I like Chris Evans, but not to replace Jack Clarkson. I don't think he's a good choice." Peter Barber has said, "Can't stand Chris Evans, and without Clarkson, May and Hammond, it won't be Top Gear, so I will not be watching Rest in Peace Top Gear." There's a lot of rest in peace to Top Gear. Now we've got time for a few more. Margaret Christina has said, "Will not be watching it anymore. Chris Evans is one I've never liked." We can't say his name. Afton Nazari has said, What do you guys think of Ricky Gervais as the new presenter? I'd watch that, and 9 people have agreed with him. We have to say we think he'd be quite good, Ricky Gervais. Let us know what you think. Adam Wheatley has said, "Chris Evans is the best they could come up with. They must be desperate. Rest in peace, Top Gear." And Hula Farisi has said, "Yay, like Chris Evans, and he likes cars. Now the show will be about the cars, not the obnoxious presenters." So clearly they didn't like the other 3. And for the last one, Leah Boltwood has said, "So Top Gear will be all about Chris Evans from now. Sign, will not be watching." Have to say, let us know what you think. Contact us on social media. Here's how. Now, some sad news now. The victim of the Alton Towers roller coaster crash has said that she thought that she was going to die. During the horrific 4.5 hour ordeal, Vicky Blanche is battling to save her leg after carriage on the Smiler roller coaster carrying 16 people in total ploughed through another carriage on June the 2nd. 5 passengers were emailed in the horrific smash, including Leah Washington of Barnsley, South Yorkshire, who had already had to have her leg amputated after the horrid crash happened. Miss Blanche from Lancaster has said that she felt certain that she would die during the terrifying incident. Now she has spoken to BBC News and said it was an excruciating pain for hours. The force of the collision of the 2 carriages forced the ride's bars into her knee. I felt like slow motion. We were banged into that car in front. I felt like the bars were going to snap my knee when we moved backwards and the car went into us again, she said. I passed out. I was awoken by Dan shouting my name. Everyone was screaming and I was in excruciating pain. I looked down and all I could see was blood everywhere. The only thought that was going through my mind at the time for the 4.5 hours that we were stuck was that we were going to die. If I was going to survive, I would never walk again. That was certain. We'll have to say, shocking. She continued to say, I thought it was never going to end. I just wanted to die, to be honest. That is just absolutely hideous. We cannot believe something that absolutely horrible. Something that we all go on. We all go on roller coaster rides, you know. They're a massive part of our life. Now, we've got some of your comments as well. Rock Ape has said, the fact that they all survived is a blessing. This is a case that is worthy of compensation and let's hope they get a lot. Ronnie has said, keep fighting and stay strong, Vicky. May it all come good for you. Obviously talking about compensation, but to be honest, we'd take our legs over compensation any day. Darcy has said, let's just hope all can get back to leading a normal life as possible. When Nora from Birmingham has said, get well soon, let's pray you don't lose your leg, all the best. Claire D has said, poor people, so young to have these injuries. Thoughts and best wishes are with you. Thank God Alton Towers have responded with humanity. Couple more. William has said, wishing them a speedy recovery. Stay strong, you know who you are. And Linda Hall has said, after seeing the pictures of the Smiler, I cannot understand how it was passed by health and safety. You have people hanging down with no buffers/bumpers or anything, just their legs in front of them. It was going to happen at some point. Surely they must build into these rides the unexpected. How about some buffer on the hanging rail which will not compromise the ride? Surely it cannot be expensive considering the damage caused to these young people. A lot of people agreeing with them there, and all we have to say is we wish them a speedy recovery and hopefully she doesn't lose her leg. Very sad. Coming up, something for everyone on today's show. We're going to be telling you all the latest supermarket deals of this week. See you after this. Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be showing you how to get the perfect red lip. If you're going to wear red lipstick, you've got to get it 100% right, because believe me, some people do not. And the way that I would recommend is using a red lip liner. Lipstick is fine, but you've got to have a very sturdy hand. With this, you could just literally go around. The one I have on now, the one that I'm going to show you in a minute in my video, is the Maybelline colour lip liner. Now this was something like £4 or £5. It's brilliant value. It's so good, and also it stays on all day. Like, it just does not come off, and you have to really rub it to get it off. So that's good, obviously, if you're working and you haven't got time to keep applying. It's brilliant, and yeah, no, really like this one. Now I'm going to show you how I apply my lip liner. If you follow what I've just done there, you should have the perfect red lip in no time. The product used, like I said, is this one. I don't know if you can see that there. Thank you so much for watching my red lip tutorial. If you like it, please subscribe and thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. Welcome back. Fancy saving a whole bundle of cash while you're shopping? I think you do. Now I have some of the best shopping deals from all the leading supermarkets that are out this week. Now we've got a lot to get through, so let's get started. This week's supermarket deals, Tesco, their Tesco's Final Strawberry Cheesecake is 2 for £2.50 or £1.60 each. Now, Mission's multigrain Devil Wraps are £1, fantastic. Cadbury's mini rolls, they were £1.40, now reduced to 70p. That's a packet. That's absolutely fantastic. Also at Tesco, we've got Tesco's apples. We've got £2 or 2 for £2.50. Lunchables, remember having Lunchables as a kid? Lovely things. The little square tubs where you get the little biscuits, the cheese, the ham. They were £1.50, now reduced to £1. That's including the cheese ones as well. That's not just the normal ones. Now going over to Asda, we've got McVitie's hobnobs. Love a hobnob. Love a hobnob. Any 2 for £1.50. That's the different ranges. We've got Bird's Eye mixed vegetables. Any 2 for £3. Fantastic. That's the Bird's Eye range, the mixed vegetable range. Cathedral City cheese, any 2 for £3. Bird's Eye quarter pounder burgers, they're now £1.89, they were £3.59. Fantastic, big saving there. Going on to Morrison's now. Now we've got Disney Minnie Mouse cake, lovely. If you've got any birthdays coming up, was $6.99, now has 30% off, and also the Morrison's Star Wars cake was $6.99 and has also got 30% off. Now also we've got in Morrison's Baby Bell minis, they were £1.81, now they're £1. Fantastic saving there. Now we've got Nestle Aereo chocolate mousse. Love a chocolate mousse. You can't go wrong with a chocolate mousse. You get a pack of 4. They were £1.69, now they're £1. So a lot of pound deals going on. Also pepperonis. Haven't had a pepperoni for years. Was £2.50, now £1.25. Also we've got Starbucks caramel coffee. It was £1.59, now that's £1 as well. A lot of pound deals coming up. That's fantastic. Now going on to Sainsbury's. We've got Red Bull, it was £8, now reduced to £6. That's not one can, that is a multiple can. It doesn't actually say how many cans. My team need to pull their fingers out to write more stuff down on these cards. Now, Fudge Delight chocolate was £2.50. I presume that's a bar. Now it's £2 at Morrison's. And Alpo Coconut Fresh, it was £1.70, sorry, now it's £1. And that is about it, I think. Yep. So all them deals are going on. Now we must stress that these are likely to change at any point. So what we've read out there could have already changed and the offers could have already ended by now. But we think they'd be on for this whole of this week. If you want more deals like this, make sure you subscribe and tune in next week where I'll be giving you plenty more supermarket deals from the week. Coming up, we'll have the latest in jumpsuit fashion after this. Welcome back. Now the best in jumpsuit fashion. Jumpsuits are all the rage at the moment and we're going to show you how to get the perfect jumpsuit in the shops at a quarter of the price that you pay in higher retailers. Now celebrities such as Kim Kardashian, Katy Perry, Rihanna, Cara Delevingne, they've all been seen out in the jumpsuit, but now we're going to show you the best jumpsuits on the market that are so cheap. Now most of these we have to say have come from Primark, because Primark seems to be the cheapest place to buy the jumpsuit. Now this one here, the neon floral printed jumpsuit, this is just £10. It's absolutely incredible. Now if I could just get it down, it really is a stunning item. Now as you can see, the trousers are here, and it's just, that would look lovely on a night out. Now there's a very famous video on the internet of a girl, she's actually wearing this, she's in like a chicken shop, she's been out on the night out, and she's actually fell over in this, and she fell out over on the concrete and it didn't rip or nothing. So incredible value, we have to say, with this. So that is that. Now let's see it on our model. Fantastic, love this. Now next up is this fabulous one. Now this one is, if I put it back on the hanger, this is so classy. This is what would be worn on a night out. Oh, we must say this one is, just going back to this one, this was £10, or £10 are very, very cheap. This one, another fantastic item. This is, according to online sources, we don't know if this is 100% correct, but online sources have said that this is £5. This is a night out outfit. As you can see, it's got the lovely long legs, it's got the beautiful chain that comes with it, and you can tie it around the middle because it's got the tie. Absolutely fantastic, as you can see it there. Now let's see it on our model. Now that, according to sources like I said online, is £5. That is all. Now, next up is this lovely one. This is also from Primark. Now we haven't got a price on this, so you'll have to go in the shop and ask for this. It's the dotted jumpsuit. Now this should be great for interviews if you work in an office. It's, as you can see, lovely long legs. You get the belt with it that wraps around. Just a stunning piece, and it's lovely because it's got lovely sleeves, and the trousers are very flary because the flare is in at the moment, and it has been for some time. So fantastic there. Now let's see it on the model. Fantastic. Now, like we said, we haven't got a price for that one. Now, last up in our jumpsuit collection is this one. Now this is another great one. This is actually so cool. If it's hot outside and you're wearing this, it cools you right down. Now it's got, as you can see, a fantastic zip here, and it's got the tie in the middle and the long leg. Now celebs that have been seen actually in these Primark jumpsuits is famously Chloe Sims from Towie. She was wearing this jumpsuit, as you can see here. She wore that out on a night out. It was, I believe it was £13, and Chloe Sims from Towie, all the money in the world and just general things like that, and she's wearing a Primark jumpsuit. Absolutely fantastic. And we know that blogger Zoella is also a fan of the Primark jumpsuit because she's talked about it in her videos before. Incredible. Love a jumpsuit. Now sadly that's all I have time for today. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Remember to get involved on our social media page and just send general suggestions on what you would like to see on my show on our Facebook, Twitter, and you can also send your pictures to our Instagram page. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye bye. Get in touch and get involved. You can contact us on our social media platforms, hitting us up on Facebook, following us on Twitter, sending your pics to us on Instagram, and emailing us. I'll look forward to hearing from you.